we are going to do a hair tutorial for the competition hair, and that way you can watch it if you have any questions or problems. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to get out your hair piece, and if you can see little straggly pieces coming off of it, that's okay. It's going to happen every time you pull it out. And just slowly kind of go around it. Don't cut any of the hairs that are already attached, but just sort of clean it up just a little bit. And once you have it all kind of cleaned up, looking good, you'll just hairspray it like that all the way down with a really good aerosol hairspray. Kind of hold it, and then you'll take a spray shine, which I have a bunch of different ones. I'm going to use this one right now and just spray that also down it. And then just let that sit and dry while you're getting the hair prepared. And then we'll stick that in at the very end. Oh, and the other thing is what I want you to also do right from the beginning is some of your bands are snapping because this is synthetic hair, which means it's plastic and it's sort of coarse, and it will eat through your rubber band. So I want you to reinforce it right away. If your hair is dark, reinforce it with a black one. If it's light, reinforce it with a clear one. Hannah's is dark, so I'm going to add another black one to it. So make sure you do this, because the last thing we need is for this to snap during competition and one of these coming unraveled while you're on stage. And also that's why you have two braids, so that if this does happen, you have a backup with you. Or if someone else needs one and they didn't bring theirs, you've got an extra one. So bring both to competition every single time. So there's that. Your hair's ready. Let that sit and kind of dry. First thing you want to do is just pull the hair up into a pony like this. Dry. Just have it dry, pull it up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a squirt bottle, and I'm just going to go around the edges and get everything kind of squirted down. Don't worry about how this looks back here. It doesn't matter right now. So just make sure you go all around the edges and you get all of that hair sprayed down with water, which is why you need to also bring a squirt bottle in your travel bag, in your makeup bag, so that you have that in case you need it. And it does come in handy. And also make sure you empty it before each competition and fill it up the day of or when you get there, so this doesn't leak in your bag. I like this little teeny one because it fits right in my makeup bag. Okay, so you've got that all kind of sprayed down. Don't worry about this part yet, that can stay dry for now. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take gel, okay, and get a big clump of gel and emulsify it in your fingers before you coat that into her hair, your daughter's hair, okay? And then you're going to go all around the edges. So you have all those little baby hairs. Go all around the edges. Okay? In the back, underneath, you want to make sure that everything is smooth. So just get that all coated in there. Just use any cheap, gross gel that's thick and will do the job. Okay, so you've got that all in there. Now you can take this out and you can start smoothing it out. Right at the tip of the ear. So, what does that mean? It means if you look at her ears, if you look at your daughter's ears, you will see sort of the very tip of the ear. And you want to line that up with the bun. So that's where you want your bun, is straight up from the tip of the ear, the longest point on the top of the ear. And that's where your bun should fall. If you have it too far forward or too far back, it looks funny. So you really have to make sure that you've got it in the exact right spot. If you don't, take it out and put it in the right spot, because it makes a huge difference. You want to make sure all the hair looks exactly the same. That's important. And if it's too far front, it looks funny. And if it's too far forward, then it looks funny too. So got Hannah's hair pretty smooth. And make sure it's tight and make sure it's in the middle. Don't worry if you have some little bumps up in here. It's all going to be covered. And then you can take your comb, the fine side, and pull that up. Just if you have some pieces that you just can't get. Just do it like that, and it doesn't matter because this will all be covered. So smooth that all out. And then take your hairspray before you do anything else and go around the hair and make sure every little piece is smoothed back in. And use your hand and smooth it. Okay, so for this top part, what I like to do is I like to take the spray shine and get this sprayed down. If you don't have spray shine, I can either get you some, or if you don't want to use it, that's fine. What you'll need to do is when you put your bun on, pull it through, and you can do this regardless of whether you put shine on, but you'll pull it across their hair, their head. And I like to put a little spray shine right here as well, kind of coat it. You can also, if you don't have spray shine, just use hairspray. I do both, but just kind of coat that down so that it's nice and smooth. Okay. Now you'll take a clear hair tie. A little bit tricky, but you're going to stretch it out. Make sure you get the Goody brand because it's thicker and it won't break. And you'll stretch it out, and you want to go down. Don't lift up, or else you're going to get little pieces that stick up. Go down over the top. And it is a little tricky. If your finger gets stuck in there like that, pull the rubber band up and then back down. Okay? And then you want to tuck that band. Just kind of push it with your finger and tuck that band under. You want to push that band all the way under the hair. The more you're able to tuck that band, the more room you'll have right here to put her excess hair. And especially if your daughter has really thick hair, you want to make sure you can get that hair all underneath there. So push that in as far as you can. Okay. Okay, so once you've got that kind of all done, you can kind of lift it up and get that rubber band really tucked in there nicely. Okay, so I'm going to pull this side this way, like that. And don't worry about all these little pieces that are sticking out. They're all going to be covered. You just really want to tack that hair underneath down. Okay, and we're going to have a hair net on as well, so it's not going to matter too much. In fact, I'm going to put this one this way as well. And then just tack that down. Make sure you're using the same color hairpins. Same color hairpins as your daughter's hair. You're going to take a hair net, try to match your hair. They come in blonde and brown.
And black.
And black. This one's brown. She could use black or brown probably. I got these at Rite Aid. They come in a 10-pack. You're going to need a new one for each competition. So you're going to take this, wrap it around the hair and around all of the hair that we stuck underneath. Okay, make sure you get every hair. Pull it tight, then twist it in the back and wrap it around again. Pull it really tight. If it rips a little, that's fine, it doesn't matter. Keep pulling it tight. Very tight, okay? Until you get it all the way around 3 or 4 times, depending on the thickness of your hair. And then what you can do is, just to be sure that that stays down, you can tack it down with, you just need one of these. Okay, and so that tacks it down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a few of these little hairpins. Bert, so you go shut that door. And we're gonna tap down the bun to her hair, just to make sure it's secure. So you take your bun, you stick it in, okay? And you push it into their hair.
Until they're school.
Until they're crying. Just kidding. Okay? You only need like 3 or 4. And stick it in. So that this, did that hurt? Sorry.
It's okay.
So that your bun attaches to your hair. Okay? So you need maybe 4, 1 on each side. And that just pushes everything down. Okay? Then, at this point, you're pretty much done. Other than sticking in your braid. And what we've decided is we are going to, in order to make sure that there's no possible chance of this flipping out of your hair during competition, we are going to safety pin it into your head. Into your hair. Not your head, into your hair. So just take a safety pin and put it on one end of your hairpiece. It'd be nice to have bigger hairpins. This one's small. It's the only size I have, but that's okay. This would work too if this is all you have. You just need one. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your hairpiece and make sure that the front lines up perfectly. Oh, and girls, your hairpieces are kind of 2 different colors. Use the side that matches the best with your hair. Okay, you're gonna place it on the head. Then this side can wrap under and kind of place it way under there. Okay, hairpin that one in like that. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Then you take your other side, wrap it around. You're gonna wrap this side and stick that underneath. And then take that little hair, just pin it so that there's no chance that that braid could come out, and then you're gonna have to hide that. So, pin on top and secure that.
Pin all
Okay,
around.
so that's just 2 pins, 2 hairpins, and now you can go around the edges and you can pin. What I like to do in the front, so that it looks like a really nice braid, is take one of your hairpins and pull up on the braid. I'll do it in the back so you can see. Pull up on the braid so it looks like a really kind of thick braid, and pin that right into the bun so that it looks really thick. And then if you come around to this side over here, you can see how it's a little bit thinner in the front. I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to pin this right into the bun. And you can do that in each one. You can do it in just a few. You may not need to do it at all, but the more pins you use, the better, the more secured your hair is. And then you can do that also to the bottom, just to make it look a little bit thicker, okay? And then we'll come on this other side and do the same thing.
I kind of did that side.
Okay, just pull up on these little things and pin it in. And that is that's pinned in there pretty well. You can't see the hairnet. It pretty much just blends right in with the hair. This one is the wrong color, which is fine. Take that out. You'll be able to tell if something doesn't match. But the key is to make sure that you don't have any little pieces anywhere. And if you have natural curly hair, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get everything smoothed up. And you can see that she has a little bit of natural curl. So what you'll want to do is just take your hairspray and get in there like that and just try to smooth that out as much as possible. And you know, you may not be able to do it all the way, but you just do the best that you can and try to get that really smoothed out. But there you have it. There's your hair bun. This is the hairstyle for the competition season for 2014 at the Dance Project. Okay, that's it. Thanks.